emerge from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season. And we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control a game with his running.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
To Jimmy Graham.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll try to run the option here. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Chicago.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
3rd down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Darnold from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. No score after one on EA Sports. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
There's nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Chicago.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go, Mike 50.
Off of play action, Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Bring it. Bring it. And 80. 50's the mark.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold flushed out right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Brought him down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Mike, check. Lady, I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
From the 36, Darnold. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Mike is 59. Mike is 50. Lady. Check 15.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Finds the open target, Arnold. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check 26.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Let's go, team. Keep going, keep going.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Oh, you get on the head.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Williams. A 28-yard gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Bears.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yetur Gross-Matos. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Second down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Out of the gun now on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A first down throw, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
At the 38-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, Using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
Good job.
A big play there for the Panthers.
6-yard line.
56 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
Come on.
They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin.
Oh my gosh.
This is caught
Where did he
inside
take
the
me?
15. Touchdown, Chicago.
Wow.
Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Panthers 14, Bears 9. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Darnold.
Oh, let me throw the
Pressure,
ball.
and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Former first-round pick Leonard Floyd is no longer with the Bears, so they signed Robert Quinn to replace him as a sack guy. And Robert Quinn just got one right there. Had 11.5 sacks last year with Dallas. The best since his lone all-pro season in 2014. And I know the Bears are his 4th team in 4 years after stints with the Rams, Dolphins, and Cowboys, but don't be fooled by that. Robert Quinn still has a lot of juice left in his tank.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To the air again, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Darnold to throw again. Flushed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So that'll back him up 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Throwing again is Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his third touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Bears 9.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Good one,
man.
able to haul it in.
Man.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
And the Bears first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now left side on the swing pass. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Score Panthers 24, Bears 16. Cairo Santos.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And Darnold, he lost the football. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Cohen. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bears take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll drop this one down to Cohen, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
It's third down and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up being complete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Come on, let's get him!
Today's final score, Panthers.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job.